Hey golfers, I'm Drew Mahowald at Second Swing Golf. I'm joined by Aaron Baddeley, 4-time PGA Tour winner. We have him in store as a special guest because he's going to go through his clubs with us today. A little what's in the bag segment with Aaron, and this is going to be fun. I'm already looking at some of the clubs, and I can see this is going to be kind of cool. As you know, at Second Swing, a big specialty of ours, Aaron, is kind of the older used clubs. And I see a set of irons might be a little old, but we'll start at the top. Let's start at the top with driver. Tell me about your driver and what you're playing here.
So number one is I use a koala head cover from Australia. Used that for 25 years, I think. And Daphne makes it, and we actually was donating some of it to save the Koala Foundation. So that's a pretty cool little story.
There you go.
But the driver I'm playing right now is the Elite. Got it set in the D+2 setting. I like the versatility of the Elite with being able to move it from the fade to the neutral to the draw. I like it in the draw setting because I like to see the ball turn over from right to left, and that makes it pretty easy. And the other thing I too like is with the weight in the back and the front, allows me to dial in my spin. So more weight in the front will help bring the spin down a little bit. And then if I've got it spinning too much, I can put weight in the back and move it around to make sure it's in the right spot. So I think that's key.
I think that piece of lead tape is probably helping with that a little bit as
well.
The
lead tape as well, yeah. I'm a little picky when it comes to the exact weight, and so I needed that little bit of, that's probably half a gram. So
I mean,
I'm a little picky, but it's when you get fine-tuned, then you can sort of feel those a gram or two, and it makes a big difference.
Sure. Well, let's move on down. They got a couple more head covers to take off, if you will. So
this is a blue and white stripe. My team in Australia, my football team in Australia, calls it the Geelong Cats, and they wear blue and white hoops, and so that's for my head covers.
There we go.
So a little story behind all my head covers. I'm old school a lot of times when it comes to things. You'll see as we keep going through the bag. Once I find something, I don't really change. So I'm using the original Stealth Fairway woods. So these are great. I find they work well off the tee, but also off the ground. I can get up in the air, right amount of spin, and they work well.
That's been those have been really popular actually for many years now. That kind of that sole plate there with the V-steel technology that they kind of incorporated.
I used the V-steel way back in the day
in
when
the 2000s, I think it was.
I think 2007. I still got it in my garage, the V-steel.
They kind of brought back some of that sole design there into the Stealth, and you can see it there. Obviously still works really well for you.
Yeah, same thing. 5-wood, same thing. Stealth, original Stealth. So, like I said, once I sort of find something, I'm not changing.
Right. Yeah. Well, I get that theme, and now we're kind of moving into the irons, and it seems like we're kind of in a similar spot there.
Yeah. So here we got the Ping eye blades. This is actually a newer set that I just got recently, but I've played these since 2016.
Wow.
I just love the versatility of the iron because it was one where I felt like even if I mishit it slightly, I didn't lose much yardage. So, if you have a front pin and you got to hit it the 8-iron perfect to get to the hole location, and I just miss it, I felt like even if I just missed it, I was still able to get onto the front of the green and didn't come up short in the bunker. And little things like that make a big difference because even pros, we don't hit it perfect every time.
Yeah.
But I felt like the blade was great. These aren't marked up, but I play the KBS X130s.
Pretty heavy shaft.
Pretty heavy shaft.
One thing I was going to ask about too, you have a 3-iron and you have a 5-wood.
Yes.
So is that something that course by course you switch out, or is it how's that, or is that the 14 clubs in your bag?
This is the 14.
Okay, so you play both then.
So I play the 3-iron, but I don't have a 4-iron.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
It's a little bit. It's a slightly weak 3-iron, and it's a slightly strong 5-iron. The reason I did that was my caddy Ant-Man it was a while ago now. He suggested like, hey, we always have a 120 yardage often. Like, have you ever thought about putting in a gap wedge? And so we sort of reconfigured the bag slightly to be able to get a 52-degree wedge in to hit that 120 number consistently. And so we thought it'd be easier just to take out the 4-iron, and we just adjust
kind of bent the lofts a little bit to match that up.
Match it up, yeah.
Have you, obviously the eye blades, as you mentioned, you've been using them now for nearly 10 years. Have you gotten close to switching them out? Have you tested other things, been close to swapping something out, or have you been pretty much this is my set no matter what?
really, I've got a couple sets at the house that I've sort of had the chance to test out, but honestly, I haven't really tested much because I'm just happy with these, and Ping were fortunate enough to find another set for me, so this is going to last me at least another year here.
Okay.
So I'm good on that, and I just always feel like, because like when I'm playing golf and I get good feedback from the club, I know what the club does. That way, I'm never really out there worrying about anything other than just sort of playing golf and fine-tuning my game. I'm not in the back of my mind thinking, man, is that club going to come out like this out of the rough, or was that the iron that caused that shot to fall out of the sky, or was it me? Like, so yeah, like I said, once I find something, I sort of find it difficult to change. Just because I like the constant feedback.
So speaking on that, it looks like, here's a set of wedges as well from Callaway. Talk to me about those. And it looks like a model that's been around for a little bit as well.
This one has been around for a while. This is the Jaws. You can see here too, I got lead tape on the back on both of these here to make sure that the weight's exactly where I like it to be. Yeah, these ones, again, with a wedge, I feel like the wedge is very personal. The bounce is key. So you can see I got different bounces on all of it. I got the 10S and the 52, the 12X, and then the 10S and the 60. The 60 degree, I always like to have a little bit of relief off the back. You can sort of see here, there's a little bit of a relief off the backside. And I've basically played this same grind my whole career. So that's just the way I like to, when I open it up, I like to have some guys play less bounce than this, but I like to be able to feel the bounce when I hit short game shots. Be able to go down after it and not worry about the ball. About the club digging into the soil. So unfortunately, they don't make this wedge anymore. So I'm in the market for a new one. So I'm sort of So it's.
We might be able to help you out here.
Yeah,
we'll have to look. But there's a decent chance there's one in the store.
There should be someone in the store, exactly right. So, but no, these wedges have been great, consistent. So that's why, again, I don't like to change unless I have to.
Right. Okay. Well, let's get to the most magical club in the bag.
Yeah, the putter.
Yeah, let's talk about the putter.
Again, going back, head cover. It's got all my kids' names on it. It's all 6 of them, and then one of my favorite Bible verses here.
Very cool.
3:5:6. So that's always a keeper right there. And then this is the putter I've used this year. There's the Scotty Cameron. The beauty I like about this is getting the weight right. They have the interchangeable weights here on the bottom. Me being a little bit older, being in the mid-40s now, back when I was young, putters were light. And now they've gotten a lot more heavier. So my putter compared to most putters is really quite light. And so that's what I liked about this putter. I used Scotty Cameron for a long time. Pretty much most of my career I've used a Scotty Cameron. And this putter's just been great.
Yeah, it's clearly it's worked for you. And so you've been kind of using...
Same grip too. This is like, not the original grip, but Scotty's made this the exact type of grip since I've been using this putter. So I've used basically the same grip since I was like 16.
Yeah. So that's kind of the theme of this whole thing.
The whole thing is this.
I'm actually kind of curious about why you have a 2025 driver model in your bag, and everything else is kind of 4 or 5 or older than that years old.
Yeah. No, I like it. I used the Callaway Rogue for a couple of years there, and then this is very similar to the Rogue. Because it's a pretty easy switch in there. Okay.
Well, I guess the last thing I was going to ask you, since we talked about all your equipment and stuff, is just why it's, you're at the highest level of golf, but why it's important for golfers to get fit, whether, at any level of the game. But you obviously see a big benefit getting something custom fit exactly for you. What is the benefit for golfers getting fit for their equipment?
Yeah, I think it's key. It really is, because it gives you confidence knowing that the clubs are made for you. I've even seen it with my brother-in-law. He loves to play golf, and when he went and got fit, it really helped his game. And I mean, he's shooting in the 70s now, so things like that, where when you go out to play, the clubs you're not making compensations, because a lot of times clubs, you might get a set of clubs, but they're all over the place with shaft or lie. If you can at least have those consistent, that's going to make it easier for you just to not make compensations when you swing the golf club.
Right, exactly. Yeah, well, Aaron, we appreciate your time here. This has been fantastic. Of course, 4-time PGA Tour winner in the store here. Golfers, as Aaron said, go get fit. It's going to help you play better, whether you're on the PGA Tour or you're trying to maybe shoot in the 70s. It can help you. So, Aaron, thank you so much for your time today.
Thanks, Drew. Cheers, mate.